Hi guys, Trust Ted here, Tesla owner, Silicon Valley. Today I'm going to be doing a review for the Modern Spare. This is a spare tire kit designed for whatever Tesla that you have. They actually do it for other manufacturers too. We'll be going through, as always, the product, the installation, the functionality, the price value, and then give it our final rating at the end. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, please subscribe. Now let's get on with the review. Hey guys, want to go through and show you, this is the Modern Spare. It's actually a case. It has, if I go over here, you can see it has a handle. Now this isn't light, this definitely takes muscling, but what I like about it is it's kind of all together. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, so I took everything out, and so the only thing that's left in here is the tire, as you can see. And there's a great attachment where this strap allows you to attach the jack and everything. And they've really tucked the jack in into this spot here, and they've thought of a lot of things. There's a wrench here, which I'll show you how to use that to jack up the vehicle. We also have a spare, actually this is a spare bag to put the tire, like when you get a flat. Hopefully you never will, but if you do. And then these are the stands on the jack, I'm quite sure, so I'll show you that. And then in this bag is actually like an emergency kit. I sort of wish I hadn't opened it, but it basically has gloves, a vest for you to wear, brightly colored, and then those little orange triangles like road hazard. So they really thought of everything here. Kudos on all that's included. Hey guys, my bad. For some reason I thought, oh, maybe this has got to go onto the jack. You don't need to do anything to the jack. It's basically ready to go once you utilize the wrench here to jack up. These, and again, this is a great idea. This is to go under your wheel, so it doesn't move when you jack up the car. So if you're doing the back or the front, you put this underneath, and they supply two of them, and they fold up super nice and thin. Again, really impressed with the way and the thought that they put behind this kit. I wanted to provide a little more background information on Modern Spare. The original founder was actually driving a Corvette, noticed didn't have a spare. He also saw that cars like Camaros didn't either. And what was happening is the manufacturers were getting rid of spare tires to save money, but also for a few other reasons. One was brakes are getting bigger, and so it's harder to have a spare wheel tire combination that would fit over them. As well as powertrains. Some modern powertrains are really sensitive. The rolling diameter on each and all four of the tires in some cases has to be within a really tight tolerance. So Modern Spare saw a market need, and they worked with an OEM wheel manufacturer, a large one, and said, design me a light tire. So this is an aluminum alloy, computer designed, and it has the appropriate height for Tesla. They actually make it for other vehicles as well. So there's a lot more engineering that goes into this than just, oh, it's a spare tire. Now I'm here just with the tire in my trunk, just to show you it does take up space. One of the things that I want to try is actually lifting this all the way up, and you can see it just tucks under the top here. And what I'm going to try to do later is strap it against the back here. It does shade quite a bit. You can't really see too much, but if you really had a lot of luggage needs, potentially this could store here like this. I'm going to weigh the entire contents. So the bag has everything, the tire, the jack, all of the other things that are in this kit. So let's put it on the scale. 47 pounds. Safety first, before you jack up the car, you want to make sure you have a block or something in the front. I'm going to jack up the rear, and you can see I used what was included with the Modern Spare. It's a nice compact wedge there. So you put that under both front tires. Here is the entire contents. So there is the jack, there is the tire, the iron, there's the wrench that's going to crank the the jack, and there's the modern spare. Now I'm in my home garage, obviously, so I'm actually going to, when I tighten the bolts, I'm going to use a torque wrench to make sure it's right on. Obviously, if you're on the road in an emergency, you're not going to have that, but just so you know, I also will put a link in the description below because I show you how to safely rotate your tires. You can see all the details in that video. Just to show you, there is a specific spot on the tire, on the suspension right there, that hole, that's where you want to put the jack. This jack is pretty clever. I want to show you guys how this works. So basically this wrench goes on to the corner, or onto the nut here on the end, and then you need to, this little lever here that you can see is gets flicked forward or backward, and that you know, is actually going to lock it. Turn this here and you can see the jack going up, and then you wait till you get tension on it, and then what you can do here is you'll hear the clicking, right? So this is great. It's so just get it up off the ground, keep doing that. Before you get the tire off the ground completely, you want to make sure that you break the nuts. In other words, loosen these. So you just want to find the right adapter. So, oh, this is really pretty interesting. This is a combination 21-22. I didn't notice that. So I know the Tesla is a 21-inch. So you actually put it in here, even though it doesn't seem like it would work, it does. You put it in there, and then it'll fit in, and then you just need to tighten one way, loose the other way. Oh, this is also extends. Whoa, a lot of engineering. These guys have really thought of a lot. So again, just do that, loosen them up just a little bit, and all 5 of them in a star pattern, and then you finish jacking up the car, take the wheel off, and put on the spare. Before I get the tire completely jacked in the air, I just thought I would show you. Here is the modern spare, and you can see the height, right? It matches just the same. So that's really key, obviously, as I just mentioned before. Thought I'd show you that. This is actually, I have the 2022 Performance Y, and you can see it's got the bigger brake calipers. And so let's just mount the tire. You can see it's got more lug nuts, or more holes, but that's just because the bolt pattern and how they needed to line it up. So you just have to get this thing lined up, and then you push it on. So, you know, sometimes this is going to take a little bit of force and just, you know, getting the right pattern for the nut. I can't really see. Okay, see? Ta-da. Once you get lined up, it's pretty straightforward. So there's room, not a ton of room, but you can see there's, I don't know if you can see, but there's actually some space between the caliper. So I feel pretty good that once we tighten the bolts to the 129 foot-pounds, this is going to be a great spare to save us if there's an emergency. Make sure when you tighten bolts, you go in a star pattern. So if you go here, then you'd go here, then you'd go up here, down here, and over here. Again, you can watch my video of how to rotate tires for more specifics. But, you know, this is pretty much it. You tighten the tire, lower the jack, and then you're on your way. Normally, I was thinking of going for a ride, but you can see it's raining out, so I'm not going to do that. But the good news here is this is a great option for Tesla owners. All right, I'm going to wrap up the review for this great product, the modern spare tire for Tesla. So for the product, given everything that they thought about here, that's an easy 5. You can definitely tell there's a lot of engineering and thought that they put into it. In terms of installation, you know, you have to learn how to jack the tire, make sure you put it in the right spot, and so on. It's really not anything to do with them. So again, I'm going to give this a 5. The functionality, The thing is engineered well. It does what it says it's going to do. Can really save you if you do ever get a flat. So that's a 5. And then in terms of the price, it scales anywhere just under 400 to I think 479. And again, it depends if you get just the tire or the kit. I would definitely recommend just get everything. It's all in here. And I actually think that although it sounds expensive, think about it. If you were to buy a rim, a stock rim from Tesla or whatever used, and then you get a tire, you're already over $400 easy. So I think this is a great value. I'm going to give that a 4, and that's a total score of 19. Again, Trust Ted, Tesla owner, Silicon Valley. If you like this, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and look for our next review soon.